Yeah, let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans, what's the deal? You kicking it with KCMC, man. Appreciate you. We got some sports to talk about. This first topic, as you can see on the green screen behind me, coming from CBSNews.com. NFL fans will soon be able to let their feet do the talking and cheering on their favorite team. Shoe company Crocs and the NFL announced Monday that they were launching a new collection starting September 18th, 2 weeks after the season kicks off, with a game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL X Crocs collection is part of a multi-year licensing agreement, agreeing to a statement from an NFL. The new line includes NFL-themed Crocs and decorative charms known in the Crocs world as Jibbitz. In its release, the NFL said its best-selling shoes, the classic clogs, will a, quote, marquee product, end quote, in the collection and will feature team-centric elements, including team colors, mascots, and logos. The new Crocs range in price from $79.99 to $84.99. The Jibbitz, which feature various team logos, are priced at $4.99. Boy, stop. According to the NFL, the Crocs collection will initially include footwear for 14 teams before expanding to include all 32 teams. Starting September 18th, consumers can buy items from the NFL Crocs collection from NFLshop.com, Crocs.com's Dick's Sporting Goods, Fanatics, and select retails starting September 18th. The team set for their own Crocs in the initial rollout: Buffalo Bills, Chicago Bears, Cincinnati Bengals, Dallas Cowboys, Denver Broncos, Detroit Lions, Houston Texans, Kansas City Chiefs, Las Vegas Raiders, Miami Dolphins, Minnesota Vikings, Steelers, Eagles, and 49ers. Now listen, on the outside, it sounds like a dope deal. Shout out to Crocs for making this licensing deal for NFL. As a businessman myself, I completely understand that deal being great. Here's the thing. Everything being said, by the way, is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take it serious. But here's the thing. The NFL is a man sport, a manly man league. Ran and played by men. Crocs is not a manly thing to me. That is for nurses and older people. Grown men should not be wearing Crocs, bro. Now, I don't think I really see any grown men in this picture according to the legs, but I don't know. But this is what I will say. Why shouldn't a grown man wear Crocs? Same reason why a grown man shouldn't be wearing sandals or flip-flops in public. It is because a safety concern. As a man, you should always be alert, be aware, and be in a situation where if you needed to run and or grab your family and run, you are suitable to do so. You can't do that in flip-flops and or Crocs. Don't play with me. So, unless you're at the crib, maybe. But I don't want to catch you as a grown man out in public, especially with your family, in no Crocs, fam. It's a safety thing as a man. Stop playing with me. You won't catch me in no Crocs. Man, I don't wear no Crocs. I just don't do it, man. Shout out to Crocs for getting this business deal done. Let this be for the little teenagers, the girls, the nurses. Let the nurses' bodies out, man. They ain't got nothing else to spend their money on. I'm just playing. I love the nurses. But let me know what you think, man, about the collaboration. Crocs and NFL, are you grabbing some? $80 to $85? Boy, no. Air Force Ones used to be that much when I was coming up. You think I'm about to pay that for some styrofoam shoes? Man, listen, it is so cheap for them to make those Crocs. Like, so cheap. It's all one material. And then they got the nerves to charge y'all $80 to $85 for them. Oh my God, they running it up. And you gonna go for it. Let me know what you think. Are you buying them? Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show. 313-466-4386. Okay. I got a couple more topics I want to talk about. We're gonna keep it in the NFL, as a matter of fact. NFL wise, come on, go ahead and do that for me. Appreciate that. Michael Phelps, man, it's coming from NBCSports.com. Last month, several players on the Ravens noted that they don't know how to swim to make full use of the team's new pool in their renovated athletic performance facility. Michael Phelps, 23-time Olympic gold medalist and big Ravens fan, was called in to help. Phelps visited Ravens training camp this week and worked with the players, many of whom had little experience in water that they weren't comfortable getting in any deeper than they could comfortably stand. Ravens linebacker Roquan Smith was among several players who thought the lessons from Phelps were beneficial, not only for their use of the team facility, but for their lives. Teaching people to swim has become one of Phelps' missions since retiring from competitive swimming. The Michael Phelps Foundation promotes learning to swim for drowning prevention and the mental and physical health benefits of swimming as well. I love that. I was taught how to swim at a young age, a relatively young age. Elementary, maybe middle school at the latest. My mama took me and my brother at Cody High School in Detroit. Shout out to my mama. But yeah, she took us there and I learned how to swim ever since. Just never forgot it. So I'm comfortable in water. Not the most comfortable. Depending on how deep the water is. Pause. I mean, in deep water, I'm actually pretty comfortable, but I'm not that comfortable. I still get nervous. I ain't gonna lie. But at the end of the day, I know how to swim. So I'm comfortable enough swimming. You know what I'm saying? If it's waves and it's current, it's completely different. When we talking about in pools, come on, man. Everybody should learn how to swim like you said. I don't know about the mental part. I mean, considering it is a workout, I can see it being mentally relaxing after a while. But I know it's like a full body workout. And you're connecting with water, which is a natural element. I think it's just great overall, man. So shout out to Michael Phelps for teaching the Ravens players. Shout out to the Ravens players for even taking advantage of learning how to swim from an Olympic gold medalist, Michael Phelps. That's super dope, dog. Let me know what you think, though. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. I got the number right there at the bottom right there. It really ain't nothing to tell me what you think. It's cold in the mug. It's Michael Phelps teaching people how to swim, fam. Who wouldn't take those lessons? All right, so keeping it in the NFL, NBCSports.com. 3 days after the Nevada Supreme Court ruled against the effort to force John Gruden's claims against the league and Commissioner Roger Goodell into arbitration, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit found that certain claims made by former Dolphins coach and current Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores should not be sent to arbitration. In a 29-page ruling, a 3-judge panel found that claims made by Flores against the Giants, Broncos, Texans, and the NFL should proceed in court. Flores and Gruden have secured important wins when it comes to the league's knee-jerk habit of demanding to make the commissioner responsible for resolving any and all legal claims made against the NFL, its teams, and/or commissioner himself. Anyone who believes in basic fairness should be opposed to that. And as I've said before, and surely will say again, if the league was committed to true and objective fairness, it shouldn't insist on the commissioner being responsible for resolving disputes involving the league, its teams, and/or commissioner himself. That might have came from his lawyer right there. I don't really want to get into the whole details of it. That just came from NBC Sports. Got the links to all my news stories in the description on YouTube. You can check it out yourself. This is what I want to say. If you watch my show going years back, whether it's on this channel or some of my old channels, I talked about when Brian Flores first filed the lawsuit against the NFL, racism. I was like, okay, I get it, but I expected him to be like not in the NFL while he's filing that lawsuit. When I heard the news of him getting a job as defensive coordinator for Minnesota and still being employed in the NFL, and then I thought at first I was like, yo, maybe he dropped the lawsuit or it got resolved. No, still going on. How awkward is it from either perspective to be suing the employer that you work for, specifically for racism? The NFL that has in racism at its end zone and had it there for 5 years, controversially, but had it there since the pandemic. And this same league is literally just lost a big, I guess, arbitration case to Brian Flores, saying that he can actually make these claims and the case can move forward. This is crazy, bro. Like, how safe do you feel with your employment, your job in the NFL, knowing that you're suing the NFL? How does Minnesota feel as a franchise? Like, I am very, very interested in this case. I'm also very, very interested in seeing where his career goes at the same time. We didn't see, like, Colin Kaepernick wasn't suing the NFL while he was in the NFL. He was protesting the NFL while in the NFL. We saw how that turned out. What's going to turn out for my dog? Not to say my dog like I actually know him. I'm just saying. But let me know what you think. How awkward is it? Would you still be playing in it? I mean, technically, I ain't going to lie. If I could still work and sue you at the same time, maybe I'm going to run it up. I'm just saying. But really, it has to be awkward, bro. Knowing that the hammer or the other foot is going to drop eventually, I guess. I don't know. Theoretically, you tell me. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-460.